The identity of this place is the water, the ocean, the lakes. You know, when people get here, they feel very connected to it.
It's just amazing. So you have this explosion of life, super productive ecology associated with all this structure. And if you are a diver, if you get out to where the reefs are and you get on some of that structure, you can't find a square centimeter of that rock that isn't covered with life. The marine reserve sort of triggered something by creating this sort of living laboratory where fishermen who were involved in establishing it got to meet scientists like me who were interested in studying it, and we could build these really interesting and very productive and meaningful partnerships. The field station is situated here on the south coast as part of this coast-wide initiative, so we get to sort of key into the unique attributes of this community, this location, this ecology, these rocky reefs, this commercial fishery, which itself is super unique. You know, we have a live fish fishery. That doesn't exist in very many places, really anywhere. And Port Orford is the epicenter of the live fish fishery on the west coast.
If you want, you can come in here and take a look in this tank. There's some lingcod here. There's one of the big ones there. 7 of these docks in the world and 2 of them in the United States. One on the East Coast and this one here. It's where they lift the boats in and out of the water every day, scooping a whole bunch of fish and weighing it all and dumping it in the totes. On this dock here alone, all these boats, or most all these boats, fish for salmon, tuna, black cod, live rockfish, and crab. With Port Orford Sustainable Seafood, when he buys the fresh off the boats, what that does is it enables the locals to go ahead and be able to get the fish that's actually caught fresh right here off the water. And in fact, the way he has it set up is he's got it packaged, and then he's got the fisherman's picture, name of his boat, the day he caught it, and the fisherman's name.
All blackjack.
All blackjack, okay. I didn't print any labels yet. What we're trying to highlight is that this is a high quality product. Port Orford fishermen, they're not out there for days at a time. Their fish isn't just stuck on board. We want them to have a next generation of fishermen, and we want this community's relationship to fishing to be preserved. The field station is, you know, it's kind of our science buddy. Every once in a while, they'll come over and do some otolith sampling off some of our bigger fish. You know, they bring kids' science classes through and watch us process for a minute. And you know, it's amazing how many kids in a fishing community have never seen a fish be processed before. They just provide us with a ton of outreach and a ton of scientific validity, really.
I think it's super important that we partner with people who have experiential knowledge and build on that as academics and bring the strengths that we have in terms of the infrastructure the university has access to, a different way of answering questions, different kinds of equipment, and pair that with a fisherman who's been fishing for 40 years, and then we have this sort of synergy that happens. Redfish Rocks was turned into a no-take marine reserve with a focus on research. A group of fishermen that came together to establish this marine reserve in 2012, you know, really were organized for years to get there, and in the process spent a lot of time engaging in ocean education and awareness and engagement within this community.
How long have you been in the fishing industry?
45 years.
A few years ago, we had gotten into a bunch of heavy El Nino years and really wiped out the salmon. And at that point, I realized that if you don't take care of things, it's not an endless resource. It's easy when you can't see them out there. Everybody just has to judge what's there. But as a fisherman, I knew that they were running out pretty quickly. And at some point, if you don't change, the big change that'll be forced on us will be really bad. Just felt like I had to do something to guide my own future a little bit.
They were like, well, okay, we'll stop fishing there, we'll stop taking urchins out of there, but we want the research that needs to happen to understand what happens when you do that. they actually advocated for some resources from the state to establish a marine reserve research facility. Now it is supporting that and more. But really what we need now is the expertise of a university with resources to take this on, adopt it. And that just happened to happen around the time that the Marine Studies Initiative was kind of coming online. And so I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to sort of link up these two concepts, where MSI is coming forward and saying, we want this to be transdisciplinary and cross-cutting and holistic. And I'm going, great. That sounds like what the community's been building the foundation for. So here's the foundation. Let's build something on that. And I think that's what we're doing right now.